and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a book haul. So I recently went to the bookstore to get a few like fairy tale retellings and kind of like classical books to have on hand for my writing. And I wanted to kind of show you guys all that I've purchased recently and also things I haven't, but I just have on hand part of the collections and all that. So it's kind of like a book collection video slash haul. So not all these books were purchased by me at the same time. This was kind of over a couple weeks. So don't freak out. I wasn't purchasing them all at once. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe. All you have to do is hit the little icon down in the bottom. It might be down here, it might be down there. But also like the video and hit that bell notification icon to be notified every time I upload. You don't want to miss any content from me because I will be doing book announcements, title reveals, all of that good stuff. So make sure that you're subscribed and let's get into it. So the first book that I bought is the Blue Fairy book by Barnes & Noble, and this is absolutely stunning. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it has this beautiful illustration of two fairies on the beginning of it, and the spine is just stunning. I don't know if it's going to be reflective, but it's literally like silver and gold etched in here, and it's leather bound. The pages are also a gold metallic, which is stunning, and on the back it says, "Nimble, nimble little mouse, who is nibbling at my house?" And the reason I got this one is because I know when I was in school taking literature classes, I did a whole section on J.R.R. Tolkien. And basically, he loved the Red Fairy book. So he said that he was very inspired by the Red Fairy book. And I had never really read the full works of Andrew Lang. So I went ahead and picked up the Blue Fairy book because Barnes & Noble does not have the Red Fairy book, which Barnes & Noble, if you're watching, we need to get a Red Fairy book for a, like, he has so many books in the collection. Like, there's a violet, there's a yellow, you'll see later in the video about that, but basically I'm like, no, you guys can make a lot of money with the whole collection. So make like a lavender and a yellow and a red. I would definitely buy every single copy. But the reason I bought this one is because it has all of the novels from the Blue Fairy book in it. So I have another book over here that I'll kind of share with you in a little bit. And it has a couple of the stories from the Blue Fairy book, but not all of them. And I just wanted to go ahead and grab all of them and enjoy them. So I typically try to read one or two a night, along with my current read at the moment, which is B.E. Schwab's A Darker Shade of Magic. So review on that coming up soon. But anyway, that's the first book. The next book is one I've had in my collection for a really long time. I don't think I've actually read it though, which is crazy to me. I got this a couple years back. I got it a really long time ago, but it's the Beauty and the Beast and Other Classic Fairy Tales. And again, it's a leather-bound collection. It has silver etched pages, and it has this beautiful illustration of Beauty and the Beast. And on the spine, it's really pretty. You guys can see that. And then on the back, it has a beautiful carriage and a castle. So yeah, again, a stunning, stunning book. And with this one, basically what it has a beauty section and it has a beast section. So like the beauties is the frog king, the wonderful sheep, the story of the Queen of the Flowery Isles, how to tell a true princess, etc. Now the beast is the dragon of the north, the white cat, I know what I have learned, colony of cats, etc. So it kind of has sections broken up like that, and I just was so excited because I love classic fairy tales, and I grew up with a school who literally every single month would come over to my classroom and they would read a Cinderella story. And each time it was a different rendition of Cinderella, whether it be the Russian tale or the Scandinavia tale. It was all a different version of Cinderella, so I kind of got sick of Cinderella very, very, very quickly, but I definitely wanted to be more well-versed in classic fairy tales since I did grow up with them. This one is one I've had for a really long time, and I've actually read a lot of these stories, and I've actually really liked them. So this is the Fairy Tales from Around the World. And again, it's a beautiful leather, has some gold foil, the pages are gold, it has a nice bookmark, and then on the back it says Once Upon a Time. And basically why I wanted to get this one is because it's from around the world. I don't think I'm very well versed in things from like Russia and Scandinavia. I don't know why those are two that I go to, but anyway, so I'm not very well versed in other cultures and other storytellings of their part, and I really wanted to be. So I've read a couple of these. I've read Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, Puss in Boots. I've read a couple of them, and I do really, really enjoy this novel. So, okay, so I have just like 2 or 3 more, and this is more of a newer one, and I'm really excited. And it's the Hans Christian Andersen classic fairy tale book. It's the Ratter edition from Barnes & Noble. Again, gold foil, and it has a little bookmark. And again, it's just absolutely stunning. It has that foil on the front, and on the back it has a beautiful little picture of a bird. But I wanted, again, classic fairy tales, and I love this. So I grew up loving the Swan Princess, and I love the Swan Princess. I'm actually going to go see it on the ballet for the first time, which I'm so excited for. And I love that story. So if I could have another edition of the story, I would love to read it. I actually also did a photo shoot for the Swan Lake. So that was really awesome. But my friend, the photographer, knew the whole story and I did not. So it was kind of interesting to see what is actually written versus what was shown on the movie as a kid. So I actually have that movie and I watch it quite frequently. But it's still one of my favorites, and anything Swan Lake is going to be a yes from me. So hopefully there's going to be another edition of that book in here, but if not, it's all good. Okay. One of the last books I'm going to show you that is available is the Aesops Illustrated Fables. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but again, it has a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cover and spine, and on the back it says slow and steady wins the race, and it has all of the little characters. And why I got this one is because looking back on my childhood, I actually have a lot more memories of fables like this than fairy tales. So I went ahead and grabbed this book, and actually it's very interesting. So like they have like all of the stories, and I think the lighting is blocking all the photos, but they are very, very short, about 1 page, if not half a page, and it's basically just just like 1 paragraph is the story, but at the end it has the meaning to the fable. So like Dogs in the Heights, so the whole thing about that is attempt, not impossibilities. And it's very interesting because like I will read something and be like, oh, I don't get it, or okay, that was a weird stop to that. And then after the fable stops, it tells you kind of what it meant by that, and it makes it a lot more clear. So if you don't get it on the first try, it tells you exactly what it's trying to say. So I wanted to have this book on hand. I just think it's so happy and so fun, and also, I don't know, I grew up with a lot of them. I grew up with a lot of retellings of these. Usually they're a lot bigger books, but you can, with a picture book as a kid, you can pretty much stretch that to be 10 to 15 pages with 1 paragraph. So yeah, the last book I have is actually something that's not available anymore, but I mean it is. It's the Grimm's Complete Fairy Tales, leather-bound by Barnes & Noble, and it is available, just not this copy. So I wish they would bring these back. I think they're so pretty. Again, it has that gold foil and it has a bookmark. So this is pretty much one of my favorite books, and I've actually read a few of the tales. I think it's really, really awesome. And then I don't know if it's illustrated because I haven't read. I have the new Barnes & Noble edition, but I saw this and had to buy it because I just thought it was so pretty. But it's not illustrated, which I think the new ones are. So, but I just thought this was an absolutely beautiful edition. I am more of a book collector too, as well as a book reader. I really appreciate different copies and editions. So if you ever like find a rare book, it's probably something I would really appreciate. So with that being said, that's kind of all of my fairy tale classics, and I have other fairy tale books, but they're more children's books or picture books that I just have on hand from my childhood. But as of the pretty books and things that I typically would not have access to without Barnes & Noble, this is my collection, and I do read these and I do love them, and I do like to take a little bit of inspiration from these tales and put them in my writing. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and let me know what your favorite fairy tale is so I can read it next. I'll see you guys in my next one.